Today, I want to talk to you about the power of vulnerability. I know that as women, we are often taught to be strong, independent, and never show weakness. But what if I told you that vulnerability could actually be a strength, especially when it comes to personal relationships and personal growth? Welcome back to Beyond Motherhood with Lakeisha Williams, the podcast that empowers moms each week to redefine their lives through success, fulfillment, and freedom, one conversation at a time. Thank you for sharing your energy, space, and time with me. You're here because you are taking control of your life on your own terms and not letting motherhood define who you are, not waiting for the kids to get older, get out the house, no waiting for this or that to happen. We don't make excuses, we take action so that we can live in our dreams today, not tomorrow. First, let's talk about vulnerability and what it is. Vulnerability is all about being open, honest, and expressing our emotions without fear of judgment or rejection. It's about acknowledging our limitations and being real with ourselves and others. Being vulnerable can actually be a very powerful tool for building strong relationships with our loved ones, especially our partners. When we're vulnerable with them, we're able to express our true feelings and thoughts, which can create a deeper emotional connection. But vulnerability isn't just important for our personal relationships. It's also important for our own personal growth. When we're willing to be vulnerable, we're able to learn from our mistakes and failures, and we're more open to feedback and constructive criticism. Being vulnerable can help us identify our weaknesses and areas for improvement, and it can inspire us to make positive changes in our lives. As an introvert who deals with anxiety, vulnerability has always been a bit of a challenge for me. But here's the thing, you may not believe it, but being on social media has actually helped me out a lot. It's the perfect space for me to express myself and be vulnerable in my own way. I mean, when I'm recording videos, it's just me, alone in my space with my camera. I'm not in front of a huge crowd or surrounded by thousands of people, which makes it easier for me to share my content. So recording and posting on social media has become pretty easy for me after doing it for several years now. But I recently took a huge step in my vulnerability journey by starting my own YouTube vlog a few weeks ago. That first episode was tough, let me tell you. For years, I've been posting educational style content, which was safe and comfortable, but with my vlog, I'm sharing my life, and that's an entirely different ballgame. I'm slowly opening myself up to criticism, praise, and really allowing my virtual community to get to know me beyond just being an entrepreneur. But I know how important it is to show my true self, especially as I continue to grow in my entrepreneurial journey. And let me tell you, as I've grown in my entrepreneurial experience, I've learned just how important it is to show vulnerability. It's allowed me to better connect with my audience and convey the message I want to share through a visual medium. It allows you the opportunity of learning more about me and actually growing with me in my journey. Having community is very important, regardless of the type of relationship. Now, I know being vulnerable can be very super scary. It takes a lot of confidence and letting go of expectations. But I've learned that being vulnerable is a part of my lifestyle that will benefit me in the long run. It's how I can connect with you all and we can grow together. So if you're feeling hesitant about being vulnerable, know that it's okay to take small steps. Start with sharing your thoughts and feelings with someone you trust. And when you're ready, try sharing a bit more. Being vulnerable is a journey and it takes time, but the rewards are well worth it. Hey mom, are you thinking about starting your own podcast, or perhaps you're already running one on another platform? Well, let me tell you why you should switch to Spotify for podcasters. First off, Spotify has a massive audience with millions of active users streaming and listening to content every day. By joining the platform, you'll have the opportunity to reach a larger audience, especially if you're looking to connect with other moms or people in your community. Plus, Spotify for Podcasters offers a range of tools and features that can help you grow and monetize your podcast. You'll have access to detailed analytics and insights on your listeners, which can help you tailor your content to their interests and preferences. You can also create targeted ads to reach new listeners and even monetize your show through sponsorships and advertising. But perhaps the best thing about Spotify for Podcasters is how user-friendly it is. The platform is easy to use with simple and intuitive interfaces that even the busiest of moms can navigate. And if you've ever run into any problems, Spotify has a dedicated support team to help you out. So, whether you're just starting out or looking to take your podcast to the next level, make the switch to Spotify for Podcasters and join the millions of creators already sharing their stories and engaging with audiences on the platform. Your fellow moms and your future self will thank you. So, what are some other ways that we can cultivate vulnerability? Number one, we can acknowledge our emotions. As women, we often juggle a lot of responsibilities and emotions. It's easy to get caught up in the daily grind and not take the time to check in with ourselves. Acknowledging our emotions means taking the time to recognize and name our feelings, even if they're uncomfortable or difficult. This can mean setting aside a few minutes each day to journal or meditate or simply sit in quiet reflection. When we take the time to acknowledge our emotions, we can better understand ourselves and our needs, which can lead to greater self-awareness and personal growth. And this also helps us to better communicate how we're feeling with others. The second way is that we can practice active listening. And active listening is a skill that can help us build stronger relationships with those we care about. It involves being fully present and engaged in a conversation and responding in a thoughtful and empathetic way. This means putting aside distractions like phones or other devices, making eye contact, and showing genuine interest in what the other person is saying. When we practice active listening, we show that person that we value their thoughts and feelings, and we create a safe space for them to be vulnerable with us. This is something I had to really work on. I get really excited talking to people. So in conversations, I'm listening to respond, which led to cutting people off when they are still speaking, missing key things that they were saying, and creating an inauthentic experience because the other person didn't feel fully heard. Now, this was not my intention at all. And so I had to reprogram my brain and implement exercises to help me better understand and become a better active listener. So I listen with intention. I practice pausing after someone is finished talking before I just jump in. I allow myself to be fully present in that moment. A third way is to take risk. And I touched on this a little earlier through my example of taking the risk and creating a vlog on my YouTube channel. And as I said, taking risk can be scary, especially when it comes to vulnerability. But it's important to remember that taking risk is an important part of personal growth. This could mean reaching out to someone we've lost touch with, sharing our true thoughts and feelings with our partners, or trying something new and challenging. When we take risk, we open ourselves up to new experiences and opportunities for personal growth. And even if things don't go as planned, we can learn from our mistakes and use them as a stepping stone for future success. Y'all remember in a couple of episodes back, I shared with you how I took the risk of moving me and my 4 kids to Mexico. And Lord knows that was one of the biggest risks that I've ever taken in my life. However, it was the best risk I could have ever taken as well. It freed me in so many ways and has opened up so many opportunities as a result. And the last way is to be authentic. Authenticity is key to vulnerability. It means being true to ourselves again and expressing our thoughts and feelings honestly and openly. And as women, we sometimes feel pressure to put on a brave face or to always have it all together. But the truth is, no one has it all figured out. By being authentic and vulnerable, we give others permission to do the same. This means sharing our struggles as well as our successes and being honest about our hopes and fears. When we're authentic, we create deeper connections with others and foster a sense of community and support. I kept trying to figure out how to connect with my community more. And this here was the key, to show the good, bad, and everything in between. Now, I'm not saying you have to air all the details of your life with people. However, it is important for people to see that you have struggles and challenges. It's important because they get to see how you navigate through them, and it helps them feel closer to you and relatable. So, there you have it. A few ways for cultivating vulnerability. Remember, vulnerability isn't always easy, but it can be a powerful tool for personal growth and building stronger relationships with those around us. Attention all moms with an entrepreneurial spirit. Do you have a great business idea but don't know where to start? As a seasoned mompreneur myself, I understand the unique challenges and rewards that come with starting a business as a mom. That's why I wrote the book, How to Become a Mompreneur in 4 Weeks, to help moms just like you cut through the noise and overcome the overwhelm that often accompanies the startup process. In How to Become a Mompreneur in 4 Weeks, I share my knowledge and experience to guide you through a simple strategy plan that breaks down the process into manageable micro-action steps. You'll learn everything you need to know to take your business from idea to launch in just 4 weeks or less. From developing a strong mompreneur mindset to creating a financial plan that will help you manage your expenses and pay yourself a salary from day one, this book covers all the essentials. You'll also learn effective ways to market your business both online and offline, how to create a cohesive brand identity, and how to build a solid business model that will set you up for long-term success. How to Become a Mompreneur in 4 Weeks is your personal business blueprint. With my guidance, you'll be able to turn your idea into a thriving business in no time. Don't let information overload or the fear of failure hold you back any longer. This is your confirmation. Order your copy today by visiting Amazon for a soft paperback, or for an immediate download, visit my website, www.misslakeishavilliams.com/books. So to wrap up this episode, y'all know what it is. Here's a little joke to leave you with. What did the grape say when it got stepped on? Nothing. It just let out a little wine. Now let me know if that made you laugh, because let me tell you, it definitely made me laugh earlier. Thanks for listening to Beyond Motherhood. I hope this episode has inspired you to know that by acknowledging our emotions, practicing active listening, taking risks, and being authentic, we can cultivate vulnerability and experience the many benefits it has to offer. Remember, you are enough and you can achieve anything you desire. Design your day for success and have a great day on purpose. I'll see you next time. Hey moms, are you in need of some tunes to help you power through those Saturday morning tasks? Or you may just need to take a break from the world during the week, or you just want to vibe out? Then look no further than the Beyond Motherhood's Vibes playlist right here on Spotify. This playlist is filled with tracks that are sure to get you moving, whether you're cleaning up after the kids or simply need a moment to unwind. From upbeat pop hits to relaxing acoustic ballads and everything else in between, this playlist has something for all of those different moments. So put on your headphones or turn up the speaker and let the music take you away from the chaos of motherhood, even if it's just for a little while. Head over to Spotify now and give the Beyond Motherhood Vibes playlist a listen.